Hey gang, what's up? I am so excited to be sitting here right now making this video. This is my very first video made exclusively for my brand new YouTube channel. So thank you so much for checking it out and for tuning in. And I decided to make this channel for a lot of reasons, but the main reason is to do what I love to do the most, which is support women. And for those of you who I haven't met yet, my life's work has been devoted to empowering and supporting women. And so by day, I'm a founder and CEO of a boutique fitness studio concept that really is for women's empowerment. It's called Brit Fitness. And we have 3 locations in the Dallas area. So by day, I teach classes, I run the business, I run the marketing and the strategic planning, and just do everything in my power to help women feel strong and feel connected and in community. And so I'll talk more about that, at some other time. But today I just wanted to give you a quick 5 facts about myself and just talk about why I wanted to start this new YouTube channel, which really isn't going to have anything to do with fitness. So I'm not going to be on here giving you all your health tips and everything and all of your workouts. I do have all that kind of stuff. So if you're interested in it, I'll give you links to join Grit Fitness Virtual. But I wanted to make this channel just to share a different side of my life that is not fitness related, but is more of just the trying to do adult real life side. So I was recently married, got married almost a year ago to the most amazing guy ever, and am kind of a late bloomer. I got married when I was 35. And so I just wanted to talk about life being a more mature bride and all that comes with it. And also wanted to talk a lot about my road and journey to becoming a mom. And I just think that this has been such an interesting, introspective, emotional period in life. And whenever I go through periods in life that I find challenging or emotional or isolating, I always find the most joy and I always find the most peace whenever I just share that experience. And so that's pretty much why I decided to make this channel. So I want to give some light and some insight into my journey to becoming a mom, especially a more mature mom. These doctors absolutely wear me out when they're like, "You're geriatric." I'm like, be quiet. I'm young and vibrant and fun, and I am whatever I say I am. But the reality is biology is real, and there's some struggles that you have when you're a more mature new bride and hopeful mommy that, aren't as issues that you face when you're a more mature mom that you won't have when you're younger. And then I know that there's all kinds of fertility issues that people have, whether you're younger or older, PCOS, fibroids, all these things. I've struggled with several, so we'll talk about that as well. But I just wanted to talk about, my road to becoming a mom and fertility journey in the context of also being a boss babe, you know what I mean? So I'm a CEO of a company. I have 96 people who work for me. I absolutely love my work. I love working hard. I love challenges, and I don't want to lose that in this journey. And I also just want to be a really strong, amazing boss mom for my future kids. But the reality is the struggle is real. And my husband and I have just started out on our journey to trying to conceive. And it's already been kind of whoa, we've been through some things and we're only less than a year in. So I just think that the messiest parts of your life create the best message and the best connection. And this is a pretty messy part of my life that I don't really talk about too much on Instagram or in any other platform. So I figured I can go through this in isolation and hide everything and act like I have this perfect life, or I can just put it all out there and hopefully find some support along the way. And I'll be honest, the reason I felt like this really big conviction to go ahead and start this channel is because about 2 months ago, when my husband and I started seeing a fertility specialist, a reproductive endocrinologist, I watched so many YouTube videos. And I just want to make like a shout out list to all of the strong women who have channels and have documented their journeys with IUIs and IVF and just on Clomid and all these things. And if you're just starting out on your journey, you're like, what the hell is she talking about? But we'll talk about that. But I mean, I've been going on like YouTube rabbit holes for like 2 to 4 hours. And I've been so inspired and informed by all of these awesome YouTubers and YouTube channels of just, real women who are sharing their story. And, in watching all of those, I just really felt a conviction, like God was telling me, don't ever waste a suffering. Don't let a suffering be in vain. Don't let a hardship go to waste. Use it to help other people. And so I've battled for a few months and I've decided that I'm going to go ahead and do it. So I hope that if you are on your TTC trying to conceive journey, I've learned all these acronyms too. Who knew there were so many acronyms for people who are trying to get pregnant? BFP, BFN, TTC, OPK. I was like, OMG, I'm going to make like a dictionary so we know how to keep up with all this. DPO1, DPO2. I'm like, good God, there's so much. But, most importantly, I just want anyone who watches this channel or who follows me or is on their own journey to becoming a mom or achieving any goal in life, really, just to know that, your best days are ahead of you. They're not behind you. The best is always yet to come. And we cannot control our circumstances. We just can't. But we can always control our effort and we can always control our attitude. And that's what I'm going to really encourage everyone who watches my channel to do. Just focus on the things that you can control, surrender the rest to a higher power, and let's just stay connected and stay in community because we're better together, right? So, like I said, I want to share, or I didn't say this, but I do want to share 5 quick facts about me so that those of you who are new can know a little bit more about me, and this can be beginning of a long relationship that we have together. So number 1, I did say this earlier, but I am an entrepreneur. I was not always an entrepreneur. I used to be a management consultant. I worked for some big 4 firms and had a really great career in management consulting, but similar to how I felt, when I started this YouTube channel, I felt a similar conviction whenever I was working in consulting to really take a leap of faith to go full time into women's empowerment. So I got really into fitness. I had a part-time job at 24 Hour Fitness, teaching fitness classes, and I loved it. And after doing the side hustle for like 3 to 4 years, I was like, you know what? Saved some money, quit my job, and I opened my very first fitness studio, and that was in 2015. So that was 6 years ago, and now I have an awesome team of 96 strong women who work for me, 3 studio locations in the Dallas area, and a virtual studio, and it has been such a journey. So I want to talk a lot about entrepreneurship on this channel as well, in the context of, having a life though too, because I'm going to keep it real with y'all, whenever you're going hardcore in the career mode, it makes it really hard to date and family plan and do all these other things that are also so important. And yeah, I want to be a boss, babe, entrepreneur, but also wanting a husband and kids and a family and a home and all those things. And so knowing that it's okay to want it all, and to try to have it all is okay. And so I want to talk about that. Second thing is, I do have another YouTube channel, here, but it's not about me. It's my business YouTube channel. So if you are looking for fitness stuff, go follow Grit by Brit. Grit by Brit. And I actually started that YouTube channel a long time ago because another fun fact, I used to be a hardcore blogger and I had a blog called Grit by Brit. And I started that blog back whenever I was working full-time in management consulting. I had my side hustle teaching fitness classes at 24 Hour Fitness, and I just wanted this creative outlet to share more about fitness and my weight loss journey at the time and my journey to, just having more self-confidence and like loving my body more and not criticizing my body. So there's another YouTube channel if you want to get more fitness stuff, go follow that. Third, is I was single for 34 years. I got married when I was 35 and I just had the most amazing wedding less than a year ago. And I just thank God every day. My heart goes out to all of the COVID brides that we got married December 28th of 2019, like right before all the COVID stuff hit. And so it was really a dream come true. It was a long time in the waiting. And, I just learned so much about myself in my single season. And as much as I hated being single for 34 years, I thank God for that experience and for my husband, who was just so perfect for me in so many ways. And so, I try to just think about that waiting period now, even though we're in a long waiting period trying to have a baby and start a family, but I just try to use that, reflection on my 34 years, in single life, and knowing that, God's timing is always better than any timing that I have. And even though I don't understand, and even though it's painful and it's uncomfortable, everything is going to be okay. Our best days are ahead of us. They're not behind us. All right. Number 4 is I have the most amazing little dog. Her name is Pearl. And I named her Pearl because the tagline at Grit Fitness is no grit, no pearl. And that's basically a tagline that comes from the story of how a oyster cultivates and houses a shell. Not a shell, a pearl, how a pearl is made in an oyster shell, in a clam shell. Oh gosh, I have so many things. I'm like not saying this right. But anyway, in order for a pearl to be made, like a piece of sand or grit has to like penetrate the oyster shell and get inside. And over time, the coating process that happens from that irritating substance that gets inside of the shell over a long period of time makes this beautiful pearl. And so I just love that story because it just, shows that like the journey is the reward and the process is required to get the best things in life. And so if you're trying to conceive, if you're trying to start a business, if you're single and you really want to get married, whatever your big dream is that you feel like is taking forever, just know that the process is required and the process is beautiful. And it's just so important to stay in connection with people when you're in that process because, you can feel so isolated sometimes, but the journey is the reward. And so my little fluffy Morky pup, Pearl, reminds me of that all the time because she's so snuggly and so annoying sometimes, but I just love her and I love her name. And so that's a lot of fun. 5, last quick fact about me is that my husband and I just bought our first home. And so that's super fun. So as much as I want to give you like, serious pep talks and about achieving your goals and about self-care and about, the TTC journey, trying to conceive and all the things that I'm doing to try to be a healthy mom to be. I also just want to share some fun experiences that I'm having as a newlywed in our new home. So I'm not like super DIY crafty or whatever, but I can hit up Home Goods and the Dollar Tree here and there and put some stuff together. So also want to share some stuff like that on this channel. So if you have aspirations for living your best life, achieving goals, having it all, you come to the right place. And specifically, we're going to do a lot of deep dives on this channel into the journey to motherhood. So if you are a mom in the making, is what I like to say. I really hate the word infertility for some reason because it just sounds so definite, like infertile. I don't know. Maybe I just need to show myself more grace. So forgive me if I don't use that word a lot, but if you are a mama in the making, that's what I'll call it, a mom in the making, because we know it's going to happen. It just may not happen when we want it. This hopefully is a very safe, encouraging, uplifting, fun space for you. So thanks so much for checking out my channel. Thanks so much for tuning into my very first video. If you have any topics that you'd like for me to cover, let me know. But to get things kicked off, I'm just going to share my journey. So stay tuned, and I look forward to getting to know you.